And welcome back to Fate of the Pods, your favorite podcast for both RS3 and real life content. My name's Aerro.
And I'm Rainyday.
And today we are talking about the history of clans. Who has them, who wants them, who doesn't care for them, and everything in between. I think a good start for today, Rainy just suggested this to me before we started recording. I'm stealing her idea. Before the clan system that is in game now, kind of like in the old school era days where friends chats were used for clans.
Yeah, so like clans chat, like what was the clan chat then is now a friends chat. So were you ever in one regularly, like before, I guess, the era of friends chats? Were you in a clan chat?
Yes, I was. I could not tell you the name off the top of my head. And I think I only have like one person that I know from those days that still plays RuneScape intermittently. But other than that, those memories are pretty wiped for me. How about you?
I feel like I was in them, but they were probably no more than like 4 people, and that was still around when I definitely did not know what I was doing on this game. So yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all those people don't play.
Yeah, kind of the same way. I do vaguely remember when like the current clan system came out where you actually had to like invite people and the clans chat was its own thing. I'm trying to remember, maybe you can jog my memory. Did Citadels come out with that update, or were they kind of a separate entity that came later?
That's a good question. I do not know, but I wish
That you did?
clan no, I do wish that I did, but I don't like the fact that citadels aren't for free to play. Like there's no point to it, I think. But I was gonna say that the whole like putting a forward slash when you're gonna talk, it kind of like how last episode I was like, what is quantity? I was not like really understanding why I had to do that. So I'm pretty sure I was like wrong chatting every time I was in a clan chat.
I was literally
But
just gonna say, like, the introduction of the clan chat started the memes of wrong chatting for like years and years to come. I mean, today,
yeah,
what you can have
like
like
four slashes.
four, yeah, with the group chat. Like, could you literally imagine? First of all, I don't even know that many colors off the top of my head to keep all those separate.
Dude, yeah. And
Mostly because I'm
'cause,
colorblind.
oh,
Just
oh,
kidding.
really? Damn.
No.
Oh, see. But yeah, because there's like 3 or 4 slashes. Well, there's 4 slashes, but if you go to customize your chat colors, there's one for group, and then there's one for group open parentheses team close
Yes.
parentheses. I don't know what the difference between those is, but whatever.
And I think I
Um,
just kept them on like the auto one where one is green and then the other one's just a lighter color of green,
oh, nice.
which I never really use groups anyway, so it's like
Yeah.
and rightly
I think
so.
Yeah, I think you can always be in a group, but the 2 places I know people use them, or you have to use them, are raids and like the elite dungeons if you're doing them in a group.
Yeah.
But they still use them for like PVM and stuff, so good stuff.
Yeah. I do like, I know we're getting off topic, but I do like the grouping system. Like it kind of came out at the time of Mazcab and like the first,
Yeah.
raiding era of RuneScape 3, and the group teleport was like a huge game changer.
Yeah, and like inspecting your like players' inventory and stuff, and
Yes.
as well as like their worn items. Yeah.
Yes. I have like a recurring nightmare that like when I wake up every morning, someone is yelling in my ear, "Ready up, ready up, ready up."
Oh, dude, yes. I remember my ED2 partner, shout out to him. He's like, ready up. And I was like, I'm ready. I was like, literally like, I'm ready. Like, what's the issue? He's like, no, you have to click it.
Like,
And I was like, oh,
yeah.
he thought I was messing around, but I genuinely didn't know.
So back to clans. Have in your experience with clans, have you ever held like a considerable rank in your clan? And if so, what was it?
Yeah, so the clan I used to I was in for a while too, some years. It was Willpower. Shout out to the I was a silver key, which is deputy owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, go me. But it was around the time where like it was just members of a clan. We didn't really do much except get a few people to cap, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do anything with that rank, but I was the rank. So
Oh, we can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of capping,
Oh,
oh, everyone's
did you
favorite thing
ever
to do.
hold it? True, but for capping, do I cap
Sure.
now or like
Ever.
ever? I used to see. I used to be a religious capper, but then I realized you don't need to after you like you did enough to go an XP at the Questers Keep or whatever. So I just like get my like 800 and then go deposit it. But I used to cap because I was like, this is good XP. So yeah, I'm not a true capper, but I cap enough to get bonus XP.
Yeah, I do the same. I used to be a religious capper as well. Kind of like in the early days where citadels were like super hype and cool, and people like enjoyed, getting your citadel leveled up, XYZ. But yeah, for a long time now, I just go and get the experience boost so I can keep my fealty or whatever and have that 6%. Also, it was monumental change in the game when they made it so you didn't have to be like on the same world for Avatar XP or like close to it. That was huge.
Dude, yeah, that was pretty powerful. When they did that, like that was one of the best things they did. And I also wanted to mention on the topic of citadels, it was really big when it was Willpower at the time. We got to the Citadel level 5 or something, and we unlocked the loom plot. Don't get me wrong, like the loom plot used to be like pretty bad because you had to like click each time before you moved on to the next loom. But the fact that we had like crafting and it was free crafting XP, it was like amazing. And then now they updated it to where, or it's been a while, but like you click it once and it just does it for you, so it makes it a little more AFK.
Yeah, that is super nice. Yeah, they've changed a little bit since their release. I know a lot of the feedback was concerned that originally I don't think you could like keep resources from one week to the next if you had excess, so you needed like a good chunk of your members to actually like cap every single time to get what you needed to. But now it's pretty much like EasyScape, which is kind of fine. Now, like they haven't really changed like the XP rates or anything, and since they originally came out, the XP is not that great anymore comparatively to what's in game. But does your clan host meetings?
Wait.
Oh,
pause. I did not get to ask you about the ranks that you had in your clans.
Oh, so sure. I have owned 2 clans in my time. In both instances, it was like the clan was going downhill, let's say. I was not the cream of the crop, the next in line, the next Napoleon or whatever analogy you want to use. Like I was kind of already on a sinking ship when I took over both of them. The last clan I was in before the one I'm in now, I'm currently in TRE, the Roman Empire, shout out. I was in KOA, and a lot of, I would say the core chunk of like my favorite memories of playing this game, for better for worse, were with that clan. I mean, it's probably the reason why you and I are on this podcast today if it wasn't for KOA.
Yeah. What does KOA stand for?
Knights of Aether. We were like a World 104 clan for a long time, and then I think we moved to 44. But yeah, I was the owner of both. Actually, the one before KOA was called Unforgotten Gods, LOL.
Oh, nice.
And then I worked my way up, just kind of out of people leaving. I was kind of the one to fill the gap, and then got to owner. That lasted a very short time, and there was a lot of DRAMA that got me to that position. But we have since peacefully laid the clan down to rest, and her memories will be cherished forever.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So did you fill in the gap because you didn't want the clan to die? Because I feel like a lot of times when a clan goes from like flourishing to like, I guess, not, there's still some active or higher ranks that just want to keep it, to just like let it live. But I mean, sometimes it often just doesn't work out. But
yeah, it was definitely kind of the case where just general clan inactivity, and before I had become owner, there was like 2-ish years of like pretty heavy issues with the clan and its members and whatnot, and it became very like divided in the sense that there was some irony in that our most active members had really no idea what was going on with the clan, or like why we were changing people over so frequently, and that just kind of played to play. And then the actual people who had been in the clan for a long time, there were very few of us left, and it was, yeah, like I said, it was kind of just a sinking ship. Tried to rework it because we had a pretty complex, like how do I want to say it, like the way we gave out ranks and like tracked activity with the clan was a pretty complex one. Like someone had written like a whole constitution on the offsite and had to follow all these rules. Anyway,
yeah, wait, I wanted to mention something about that, because the clan you're talking about, KOA, I was only in for a month, and I joined the clan around the time where like it wasn't at its peak. Like it wasn't completely gone downhill. It was like in the, when was it, like 2015-ish? Then I don't really remember off the top of my head, but a lot of the like higher ranks and stuff kind of honestly on probation. But I remember going on the forums list because I had to apply, and then I like the forums thing had chapters, and it was like lore. There was a lot of the way lore and then chapters, and it was a really fun read because I was like, stuff exists, because the clans I had been in were just like a group of people. There wasn't like any organization, no rank, like no intricate rank system, applications to like join the clan, and yeah, just the way that clan was organized and everything was just like amazing. But yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say the way it was organized worked well when there was a bunch of people that were playing a lot and could run it appropriately. But as soon as that was no longer the case, like something needed to be changed. Like the way we tracked activity and the way we were kind of organizing our ranks and stuff, something needed to change. And I think the biggest issue was people who had been in the clan for a long time were, you know, they don't want change for the sake of change, even though it's kind of the necessary decision. And so it was kind of battling the people that were like, this isn't KOA anymore. We never did stuff this way. It's like, yeah, well, you're right. This isn't KOA anymore. Like no one's left here. So we have to do something. Anyway, I could go down a rabbit hole of talking about that,
Yeah.
but um, I cherish the experiences. There were probably more good times than bad, I would say. So all in all, uh, I'm here playing today because of it. So, but moving on from kind of that stuff, do what do you like if you were to join a clan, or if you were to make a clan, let's say hypothetically, how would you go about ranking people, or what would your clan, be known for, specialize in?
Um, that is a very good question. So for
I
me,
wasn't expecting
I
that
wasn't. I'll have to get back.
question.
No, I'm kidding. But for me, the way I would set up the clan, well, first let's start with clan ranks. Um, I would not ever like rank people based off of the amount of experience they gain, because there's so many other things in the game that people do. Like, what if you don't really skill? What if you just do clues? Or what if you join a clan and you're like 4.9 bill XP, like, or like even 5.4, like you only have like 200 mil to go, you're always going to be sergeant. But
Right.
so it would probably be, first of all, if I started the clan and I had like 5 or 6 friends join, they'd all be deputy ranks straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I don't know. I feel like the earlier people come, the better ranks they get for the start. But then I would want an organized clan that was like divided um, into friends chats they could join, and then when it came down to like clan events and we would compete, it'd be those clans. So it would have to have a theme. But other than that, um,
I love the idea. If I'll reverse the question onto myself. If
yeah,
I were like in the process of making a new clan, I wouldn't want to be owner. I will never do ownership again. But I'd love to be like a bronze key, which I think is overseer. I'd love to be an overseer and literally do nothing and just hold the key. That's I feel like that's more up my alley. You got all the recognition, the rank, but you don't actually do anything or have any responsibilities. I
that's
love that.
true. Yeah.
Log on every once in a while, come to like a event a year.
But the thing with me is that I want to be owner, but also have that role. Just, you know what I mean? Just have the gold key next to my name when I log in, and have my deputy owners do all the work.
Randy's like, every time I log in, I want people waiting for me, trading me
Yeah,
money, giving me free things, and then if it's not enough, I just kick them.
yeah. Ban list immediately. The back. No, I'm kidding.
Next, I mean, next in line, right?
Yes.
Um, can we talk about how there's quite the eclectic mix of different clans in RuneScape, in the sense that what they do, like, um, there's clans that are just like very high level PVM bossing, and you have to have certain, combat stats and gear to be in there. There's clans that just do like role playing and deal with like lore stuff. And then I would say, from my experience, the majority are kind of like casual event style. We'll do a mini game this week. We'll have a clan meeting every week. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So few you mentioned do exist. There's also like your current clan and your previous clan that are like pretty lore based. They have like a very complex, somewhat like, actually it's definitely complex structure to them. Like the meetings, um, organized clan events, certain people that run clan events. Um, there's also what else? Oh, there's the people that become good friends while they're in these like big casual clans, and then they like make a clan with their closest friends, like let's say 20 or 30 people. And if they recruit other people, good for them. If they don't, they're perfectly fine. And they usually have fun name, like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you examine people and they're like their clan name is cute, and you know it's like a tier 1 citadel.
Yeah, literally, they
With
haven't
like
touched
30
Citadel.
best friends. Yeah.
No, I like that too. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea that there's like clans out there who are just a bunch of like half of the members are like alts of the original like 10 people, but they still have like 200 people total in the clan, even though there's only 10 or 15 like physical people, like original
That's
people
true.
in the clan. Me and my like, if when you log in or like go to the guest in their channel and it's like the same name but it's like 1 2 3 4,
Dude, yeah.
I love that.
And then there are clans that seem big, like they probably have like 240 members, but if you were to guess in them,
You would think they
you're
have
the only
like
person
4.
there.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a lack of sweeping of members in the clans that are like pushing 500. I think if they did a real, activity check, a lot of them would be cut in half.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, let's say you've taken a 8-year hiatus from the game and you come back, and you're like, you probably don't even know how to check if you're in a clan, and then you're probably like, oh, this was a clan. So let's say if you were not in a clan, saying you were kicked, you wouldn't know.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, I guess time to get recruited. Because, yeah, stuff like that. But, yeah. But I did want to shout out the current clan that I'm in, Cookie Armada. I don't think I've done that yet.
Hey, Cookies.
And
we're gonna move on, I think, to our NPC OTP, our NPC the pod.
Yes.
This week I have chosen this podcast I've chosen the incomparable Aggie the Witch from Draenor.
Oh, the legend.
Okay. The original dye queen.
Yeah, she invented dye.
She literally did. Red berries, onions.
If your hair is not your natural color, she's the reason.
It's okay. I pulled up her RS Wiki page, and this is what I was laughing about, Rainy, before the podcast. Her description, I'll just pull out some sentences that were really funny to me. It says, she is an upstanding and active citizen of the community, being friends with Brian and Maggie. She dislikes being called ugly and considers herself to be a good-looking witch, unlike Hetty. I just thought that was so funny. Like,
And that's pretty messy. There's drama in the witch community.
Dude, could you imagine being like the pretty witch versus the ugly witch?
Not only that, but like the fights that would go down, like spells and like curses.
I know. They should make like a 8-part movie series about what like people with magic powers would do if they, had quarrels with each other.
Dude, you know what? We need witch lore on RuneScape. We need more of that. Okay, that's for another
time.
Podcast.
Aggie, you're beautiful. You've been around since 2001, and you're still looking like a dime.
Does Aggie have a bad back? Is she a bad back? Like, does she walk straight, or is her back like hunched over? Does
she get it cracking like a bad back?
Yeah, does she?
No, she looks like a normal NPC. Like, she looks.
Oh, okay. I thought
youngish.
She had like. Okay, cool. Oh, she's hip. Okay, good for you, Aggie.
Yeah, she keeps her broom like just casually in open area for anyone to take at any time, which, I mean, girl boss. I don't know. What do the people say?
Yeah. Hashtag girl boss.
All right, I'll hand it over to you, Rainy.
Okay, so for the RS, psych, not the RS. We're not talking about RS right now. You know what? Psych again.
You
I'm
just psych a
glitching out,
psych.
dude. Okay, so for the RS Aerro of the day. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. I thought I was doing better than the last episode, but anyways, it's gonna be fire making, and
Triggered.
yeah, I wanted to talk about the. It's called the bootleg fire that's happening in Oregon. It's not looking too pretty, so my heart goes out to them. I read that I read the New York Times article, and then it's already burned like 350,000 acres.
Oof.
Yeah, and it's the largest wildfire so far in the US. So that definitely sucks. And yeah.
When I hear about, it's hard for me as someone who lives in the Midwest, it's hard for me to like put that into perspective because that's something that would really never happen here. It's just not dry enough. It never gets dry enough or hot enough. But I can't imagine like I've seen pictures on Twitter before where like someone will tweet a picture of like the skyline and they'll be like, this is at, you know, midday and the whole sky is like dark black and with just like a tint of red to it because the fires have just like taken over the skies literally.
It's truly devastating. And I don't know, any natural disaster, because different parts of the world are more prone to different natural disasters, but they're all completely devastating. Like, I watched a video where it was like, people are like, what's the point of tornado warnings? But like, obviously people know the point of tornado warnings, but they're like, I sometimes get them on my phone, but I never see the tornado. It's because like, if you were to see one and you were like outside, it would be very bad for you, you know? Cause, but yeah, truly sucks. But yeah.
I guess from where I'm from, the only natural disaster type stuff that we have here, we do get tornadoes, not that frequent, a little more, I'm too far north, it's a little too cold here for tornadoes, and then we randomly get flash floods, like pretty heavy in the spring.
Yeah, the area I live in is pretty, not pretty, it's definitely prone to floods and also like hurricanes and tropical storms.
Well, we are wishing everyone that might be listening that is involved in this, I'm wishing you the best, and hopefully you are staying safe. Thank you guys
thank you all
for listening to our podcast this week. You can find us on Spotify and YouTube at Fate of the Plot. When you mess up the tagline, at Fate of the Pods. Please like, please subscribe. We'd like to hear from you if you guys have any suggestions for us or anything going forward. We like doing this, so yeah.
And yeah, keep the fate, everyone.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.